The team is just like him. Number 2, Pilot, is very similar. They're similar in size and similar in ability. McGee brings his team up to the line. He's got 3 guys in the backfield tonight. Bubby is the running back, Brumfield, and he gets the ball and he's able to pound ahead for about 5 yards. So there's that offensive line that you're talking about. If we can keep that up all night, 5 yards to carry, I'll take that every play.
Yep, good job up front by the offensive line to start this thing off. Bubby Bryant running hard behind the pads, and that's the way to set the tone on the first play of the drive of the night for the Bucks.
McGee brings his team back to the line of scrimmage. This time, Bryant will be the lone back. He hands the ball off to Gaines, who comes out of the slot. He's going to be a little short of the first down, but it's not a bad gain. He's able to pick up 3 yards, I guess, on the play, and so that brings up 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Very manageable 3rd down for the Buccaneers.
And Gaines is another one, that runs behind this offensive line all night, and he runs hard, and he runs tough, and he runs with good vision, and he's one late in the game that you're not going to exactly want to step in front of and keep hitting.
So. No, he's a big guy and a hard hitter. So McGee has them back up to the line of scrimmage again. This time Gaines is slot, Ravens in the slot, and Brumfield in the backfield. He hands the ball off to Brumfield. Brumfield plows ahead for the first down, where he's brought down by a big number 50 for Wayne Academy. And that's going to be Lane Stevens, defensive tackle. He's a sophomore, so we're going to get to see him tonight starting for this team as a sophomore. He's a big tackle.
Yes, Stevens is one that they've raved about a lot coming out of Wayne Academy. He's young. He's a big anchor in the middle of the defensive line, and he's one that's going to be gritty right there with this offensive line. So we're going to have to keep our hats on for sure.
So it's 1st and 10 for Bowling Green. The ball's resting on the 45-yard line of Wayne Academy. Gaines with the ball. He slips and stumbles, but he's able to maintain his footing, and he carries the ball out to the 40-yard line. So once again, 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, nice job out of Gaines there keeping his footing when he stumbled there at first. I was afraid we were going to be faced with a loss, but good job there to regain his balance and stay up and get some positive yardage for the Bucks.
He's just a big runner, and once he sets his head going north and south, he's hard to bring down.
Yes, head full of steam.
So we come back to the line of scrimmage. McGee's the quarterback. He's going to be under center this time with Brumfield in the backfield. Bryant in the backfield. Bryant gets the handoff, and he plows ahead for about 7 yards. That's enough for a first down. So Bowling Green having no problem running between the tackles tonight.
Yep, there's no secret about it. Just line up. We're running right at you. Get in here and stop us if you can stop us. And so far, the Wayne Academy Jaguars have had a tough time stopping this Buccaneer ground game.
Well, you love to see that, because as the game goes on, especially on these hot nights, it's demoralizing for a defense not to be able to stop the run.
Absolutely.
McGee once again will bark the signals. Bryant in the backfield. He fakes a toss to Gaines, and Bryant gets the handoff. He plows ahead for about 3 yards, 2.5, 3 yards. The ball's going to rest exactly on the 30-yard line. The nose of the football is laid on the 30-yard line as we'll wait this second down and about 7 yards to go.
And one big thing I really like right now, other than us moving the ball very successfully up the middle with our power backs, is, hey, something on the outside is going to open up real soon for these speed backs.
McGee under center again. This time he fakes the ball to Bryant. He keeps it himself. He tries to cut through the gap. He picks up a couple of yards on the play. It's still a very manageable 3rd down, not like the last one, but we're 3rd down and 4.
So, Ray, I want to bring up right quick, as you're aware of, Coach Phil Junkins now back on the sideline. Due to some changes this week, he is back at the head coach position here for the Bowling Green Bucks, with Coach Hutch Gonzalez calling the offense, along with Dean King calling the defense. So I'm interested to see how this game plays out with their calling.
There will be some changes, no doubt, in the offensive scheme. As McGee hands the ball off to Bryant, he's going to be very close to the first down. I'm afraid they're going to place him just a little bit short. We'll just have to see where they put the ball.
Yep, be.
They are going to say he's short.
Going to be just.
Are they going to measure?
A little short. Looks like they may be calling a timeout for a measurement. Well, no, they actually haven't.
They haven't moved the sticks yet.
They have not. Yep, they're bringing it out. That's going to be the pause in action. They're going to bring the sticks out and see if he was able to pick it up. So we are fixing to see here in just a second.
They have the first down. Looks like from here.
Yes,
first
sir.
down. First
down it is. So, hey, another one for the Bucs here, and they are efficiently driving down the field. And
yeah, there's been no tosses. There's been really one sweep that I recall. It's been just hard-nosed football, running it right at you. And so far they've been successful. They picked up 3 first downs on this drive. Remember, they started with good field position, and so far they've been able to control the clock in the first quarter. McGee under center once again this time. Bryant in the backfield. He fakes a handoff to Bryant, hands it to Gaines instead, and Gaines goes ahead for a big gain. I don't think he has the first down. We'll have to wait and see.
Going to be a little short, but Gaines on the big game.
No, they called a first down. I knew it was going to be close, but it was not much to spare, but he did gain the first down.
Big game Gaines. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. He's certainly been a big contributor to this offense all year, and he's had his number called 2 or 3 times already, 3 times already tonight.
He's been very effective all season so far. So here we go.
McGee once again will line up under center with Bryant in the backfield. Rayburn's in motion. He hands the ball to Bryant. This time there's not much there. But one thing that they're doing, even when you don't gain on first down, that 5 or 6 yards like we like to see, where you're calling that defense in and everybody's up in the box, and it's like, as you said, it's bound to open up something in just a minute.
Yes, sir. We just keep chipping away at them, chipping away at them, and those linebackers keep pinching in a little closer, and it's going to leave a lot of running room for a Rayburn or a Pilot. Tucker Pittman split out here to the right side.
But this time the ball's given to, was that Gaines on the
Gaines
carry?
again.
Yeah.
Gaines again.
On the stop for the Jaguars.
That was going to be Luton on the tackle for the Jaguars. That's another name we need to be looking out for this Wayne Academy team.
I tell you, we have so much equipment in the booth, it's hard for me to see when they get to this end of the field. Just exactly.
Got to kind of navigate around that wall right there.
McGee once again under center. Bryant's in the backfield. McGee gets the ball, hands it off to Bryant. Bryant rumbles ahead, and this time he's in for the score. What an impressive drive.
Very impressive opening drive. So, hey, I like what we're seeing so far.
I do.
I like what we're seeing so far. Excellent job of control on the line of scrimmage there. Offensive line, we've been raving about them each week about how much better they just keep improving. You can tell how hard they are working, and man, the running game is just so efficient due to it.
We got Bullseye Brock back for the kick for the PAT. Rayburn will do the holding. We'll wait the snap for the PAT. It's back. The snap's good. The kick's good. The Bullseye Brock once again comes through.
How about it last week, man? Kicking that long one. Well, it was a 38-yarder, wasn't it?
38. And it had room to spare.
It had plenty of room to spare. The kid worked so hard, and it shows. It shows.
It's hard to say how valuable a kicker like that you can depend on just to
a
get
weapon, a huge weapon, huge weapon at the high school level. At any level, really, but I mean at the high school level.
You just don't have anybody that accurate. Not many people, at least. So let's see what Bowling Green's defense is able to do with these Wayne Academy Jaguars. We got a senior quarterback for Wayne Academy. We watched him now for 3 or 4 years, and he's not someone to be taken lightly. The quarterback is
number 8, Will McCree.
Will McCree,
6 foot, 173 senior, and I know you've spoken highly of him in the past couple of times we faced him. So he's
an excellent quarterback. That's one thing that Bowling Green has faced all year long as quarterbacks. Man,
I was just going to say, we haven't had that shortage, have we?
we haven't
Facing
had
good
a
quarterbacks.
our opponents have certainly brought a quarterback every night. Well, Brock will do the kicking. Back deep to receive is Cade McCaw, and then number 18. Is that 18?
Well, he's wearing 18, but they do not have an 18.
We don't have 18
so
listed on the roster. I'm not sure
who
who. Excellent kick. Boy, that was a high kick, and he fair caught the kick at the 29-yard line.
That was actually going to be Tyler Wooten, the tight end. He's 6 foot, 195. He's a junior. Calling the fair catch there for the Wayne Academy Jaguars. So, yeah, number 18 looks like it was a number change, so we're going to have to find the adjustment there, as he is likely a key player on this roster.
Yeah, he looks like a big bruising back. So for the first time, we're going to see Wayne Academy come to the line of scrimmage. McCree will be barking the signals. He's in the shotgun. Back with him in the backfield is number 1, and that's again a roster change that I don't have the number for. The pass is complete to number 18.
Number 18 that we don't have a name for, and we'll do our best to get that in as quick as we can. But hey, they're coming out. They're coming out
not
swinging.
wasting any time, are they?
They're coming out swinging. So.
McCray waits the signals from the sideline. As he comes to the scrimmage, he gives the play to his team. In the backfield is one running back with him, number 1. We'll try to get his name before the night's over. He hands the ball to number 1 after a high snap, and once tackled by McGee. So Maddox McGee is in on the stop. And so that brings up a third down. Third down and 4 yards to go for the Wayne Academy Jaguars. The ball rests on the 32-yard line, 31-yard line of Wayne Academy. They're using a no-huddle offense. And so we'll wait the call from the sidelines. McCray's got the call, and now he walks up the line of scrimmage, tells his players what they're going to do, and he barks the signals. He drops back to pass the ball, a little screen that's out to number 12. That's Jalen Jones. And Jalen Jones is once again brought down by McGee.
And also credit to Champagne there for coming up and you know, having a nose for the ball, making the tackle. They did pick up enough for the first down. I thought it looked a little short.
I thought it was short as well. But
still a great job, great instinct football there
so
out of those two.
I'm sorry, Cody. It's 1st and 10. Wayne Academy on their own 35-yard line. So you see right there what that big senior quarterback can do. He has a very accurate arm, and he throws a hard ball. Number 1 is the carrier, and he's brought down hard by big number 54. That's Brumfield. We'll be calling his name a lot. No, that's Bryce Graham that makes the tackle. 54, Bryce Graham in for the tackle. It's good to see Bryce back in the lineup again tonight.
Yes, we will be calling his name a lot as well.
That's sure. Right. 52 is Brumfield. Gray drops back to throw the ball. He's got a man open, but the man slips down before he can catch the ball. The pass was intended for number 2, Marquise Ray.
He did lose his foot in there. I was a little worried we were going to get a flag call, you know.
I think he tripped.
He did. He clearly tripped.
Yeah. So that brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go. McCray once again gets the call from the sidelines. Back in the backfield is one single running back, number 1. We've got 4 men out wide. McCray drops back to throw. He finds his receiver once again. Number 2's having problems with his footing. He makes the catch, but he falls down immediately when he cuts to run. So that brings up again a 4th down.
And that's going to be number 2, Marquise Ray, the junior out of Wayne Academy. So, hey, big job by the Buccaneer defense to keep them at bay there and force this punting unit to come out.
They at least are indicating that they're going to punt the ball. The kicker the punter, I guess, is number 10. Yes, it's number 10. He does the kicking and the punting, and he shanks that one. He goes out of bounds, not very successful punt.
Yeah, that's actually going to be number 10, Colton Stringer. Listen to this. He is listed as a kicker, a punter, a running back, and a tackle. Very interesting versatility there. So props to him. So the Bucks will take it over.
First and 10 for Bowling Green. They'll start from their own 44-yard line this time. McGee brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Once again, we have Bryant as the long setback. In the slots, you have Rayburn, and this time you have Pilot who gets the ball, and Pilot is caught in the backfield. He's going to be thrown for about a 5-yard loss, 4-yard loss.
Yes, that's going to be number 62 on the play there for Wayne Academy. We actually do not have a number for him either, so I feel like they've had a lot of number changes throughout the season so far, Will.
They have, and when I looked at on Max Preps to verify the roster, it said it was that the last changes were made yesterday.
Yeah, I actually during this broadcast I went and checked it out on my phone to see if maybe they had updated again, and as you said, it matches what we have here in front of us.
Well, Bryant has the ball this time, and someone rips off Rayburn's helmet, so we're going to have a personal foul penalty here. I'm not sure who it was, but someone took and ripped Rayburn's helmet, slam off, and I'm sure the personal foul is going to be against the Wayne Academy Jaguars. So that'll be good. We've had 2 plays that really have not been very successful on this drive.
Yep, the refs were discussing it, and the Jaguars are already walking backwards, so we know that's going to be against them, and sure enough, they verified that.
Yes, personal foul.
Not sure what really happened there.
Well, Rayburn was not carrying the ball. It was Bryant that was carrying it, but I guess Rayburn was in the block, or he was in on the play at least, and when he got up, he came up without his headgear.
Yeah.
McGee brings the team to the line of scrimmage once again. This time we have Pilot and Rayburn in the slot. Bryant is the long running back. Pilot in motion. He receives a toss from McGee. He finds a little crease, and he's able to pick up about 3 yards. We have another helmet off this time, but I don't think that was one that was ripped off. Nothing nefarious about that.
So good job by Pilot to see that the outside wasn't there. The corner was in place to turn it back into position, and he quickly cut back in and was able to get a little positive yards there for the Bucks.
It was obvious he was trying to get to the outside, but as you said, they closed that up pretty quickly, and he was able to at least pick up a couple of yards.
So we're already at the end of the first quarter here after a good showing here by the Bucks right off the bat.
So at the end of the first quarter, we have Bowling Green leading 7-0 over the Jaguars, and we are Bowling Green's going to begin the second quarter from. Let's see where they place the ball. I guess it's going to be down on the 42-yard line.
It is. You are correct. So hey, tell me about it. Do you like what you? I mean, of course you like what you see, but I mean, is it going as expected at the line of scrimmage with the way we're controlling it and running the football?
Well, that's what the coaches wanted to do. I'll tell you what I really thought that due to the coaching change that was made this week, I really thought that we'd see something that we saw in the Silliman game. You remember the Silliman game, Bowling Green came out, and they kind of came out with some receivers and a pro set. In that first series, they ran the ball down the field, were very successful with it. They scored a touchdown. And since then, we haven't seen that formation at all. And I expected to see that probably to open the game because it would not be something that Wayne Academy was looking for. But that's why I'm up here and not on the sidelines. They have coaches to make those decisions.
That's why I'm right here with you, man.
It's obvious that they made the right decision.
That's why I'm right here with you.
But I do, before the game's over, look to see some different formations than just the wing tee. But as long as Bowling Green's maintaining the line of scrimmage, McGee hands the ball off to Gaines, and Gaines has some room. It looks like Gaines is going to score. No one's going to catch him. What a run. 42 yards. And Gaines takes it to the house.
What a run. Excellent play call. Excellent job by the offensive line. Excellent work from McGee on the transition there to Gaines. And hey, once Gaines hit that corner, he was gone. And let me tell you, we've talked about how hard he runs. We talked about how powerful he runs. We talked about his vision. But hey, that kind of speed, I didn't know he had those kind of burners.
He shot speed. And it's,
wow.
What happened is what we've been saying, that finally opened up. Even though when you run up the middle and you don't pick up much, that leads to something else good. Brock, bullseye once again.
Beautiful execution.
I mean, that's a pretty kick. I love to watch him play. He comes out and there's no nonsense about him. He just comes out and does his job.
Absolutely.
There's no hype afterwards. There's no pumping the fist.
It's just hard work.
It's just like that's exactly what he expected to do.
Hard work and execution. And he's been doing it ever since he has been in football pads. So hey, the Bucks
go ahead, 14-0, boy. That's a big play. So that's maybe why we're not seeing that formation.
Big momentum gain there for the Buccaneers early on here in W.E. Buck Killen Stadium.
Well, from what we've seen so far on the first drive, I'm not sure Wayne Academy is going to be able to come from behind. I'm not sure they have the offense to come from. But boy, what a kick from Brock. Back deep to receive, that's number 1, or number 18, one of the guys, we don't have a name for his number. I'll tell you what we can call him. We can call him fast. He was able to turn the corner, and it looks like he went out of bounds somewhere. Well, he actually went out sooner than I thought. And they're going to place the ball on the 39-yard line. So that's where Wayne Academy will start this second drive from their own 39-yard line.
So the thing about Wayne is we know their quarterback's good. We know they have some speed. So this defense needs to clamp down here, make a statement, get the ball back, and keep doing what they're doing on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, they're going to try to spread them out wide this time, it looks like. McCree is in the shotgun. He's got receivers.
Actually, that's going to be 18 taking the snap there.
Yeah, that's kind of the wildcat.
Yeah, they had him lined up at quarterback there, and they moved McCree out to the wide out.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's something they're going to keep up here throughout this drive, or if it was something they just wanted to open up with, because it looks like McCree is coming back in. But
yeah,
let's see if he jumps back.
It wasn't very successful, but I think part of the reason was because he slipped. Wayne Academy's having problems maintaining their footing tonight.
And it looks like there may be a little confusion here for them on the offensive side. Not sure if they're having trouble getting the formation from their coaches or what, but it looks like they've got it settled, and McCree will get back in at quarterback.
Number 18's in the backfield with McCree. He receives a snap. He drops back. He's going to throw a little flare out. Oh, what a lick.
What a hit. Look, I braced up because I saw it.
I saw it coming down.
I saw it, and they're going to throw a flag there.
No, I don't think there. I think that was a good football play. I'll be honest with you. I don't see any reason for a flag on that play.
100%. Very nice job.
It was timed just right. He hit the receiver, and the receiver was throwing apart from the ball.
Hey,
that's what you're supposed to do.
That's football.
Separate him from the ball, but that's not what the refs saw. I'm not sure exactly what they're seeing. But they called a personal foul. Man, that hurts. That was a...
I don't know if possibly we had gotten to the quarterback late and they called a late hit, and that could have been what it was on, because I was eyeballing Zeke Burford approaching that.
I never saw him. I didn't see a late hit.
So nice job.
Go back and film and see.
Nice job by Burford there, making the big hit and causing the incompletion, even though
he lit him up.
He hit him hard.
McCree back in the shotgun. He drops back again to throw the ball. This time the pass is incomplete. It's well defended by Gerald.
Great covers there out of Preston Gerald. He was on him close. Made a great play to the football. Was able to break up the pass.
I know we say this a lot of times about the guys on the team, but Preston Gerald is one of those guys that he's just a pleasure to be around.
Oh, I love him, man.
Yeah, he's a
Love
great
him.
guy.
Love him.
Trey
kid.
drops back. He hands the ball off this time to number 18. Once again, we have a flag. I'm not sure what that's going to be. That's in the area of holding.
I think that is going to be a holding call from what I could tell. It looked like 64 kind of had a hold of Bryce's jersey there.
Yeah, Bryce was able to make the tackle, but
That's what it'll be. Holding.
well, that helps get back some of the other calls that went against us, and I'm not sure. Like I said, it may have been someone else. It's hard for me to justify a flag on Burford for that play.
That was as clean as and beautiful as it gets, man.
That's what football is. McCray in the shotgun once again. The long setback is 18. 18 goes out, kind of looks like for the little screen, and McCray's pass is incomplete. That brings up a 3rd down and 14. And so far, the arm of McCray has not been a big factor in this game. He is he's been on target for the most part. It just seems that they're having trouble connecting on these pass plays. And that's going to play into the game if Bowling Green continues to score.
Certainly, there's been some drop passes. There's been some slip downs. Plenty of those. Plenty of slip downs, and just some overthrows here and there, which has been key. So they're going to go for it. Oh, we're on
Let's
3rd
start
down.
down.
I'm sorry.
That's a little screen out to number 5. He drops the ball as well. And what coverage by McGee. Boy, McGee was right there. I think he was kind of glad he didn't catch that, because he was going to be thrown for a loss on the play. We have 9:04 left to go in the second quarter, and we're glad to report to you that Bowling Green is leading 14-0. Wayne Academy is facing a 4th down and about 14 yards to go, and they're going to kick. Back deep to receive is Rayburn. And the snap is over his head. It's well over his head. And boy, this ought to be good, and it is. Yep. Number 11 was in to do the kicking that time. That was Grantham. He's a senior. It's not his fault. The ball was over his head. He had to run back and recover it. So that surely turned out well for Bowling Green. They'll have great field position to start this drive. Let's see where they finally place the ball. It's going to be on the what?
It looks like it's going to be within the 10. No, I'm sorry. They're actually going to have it within the
16-yard line.
It's going to be within
16-yard line.
So it's 16. Wow. That's just a bad break there for the Jaguars, and a very good break for us.
McGee brings his team to the line of scrimmage. It's the same set that we've seen all night. Gaines is in a slot, Rayburn's in a slot, and Bryant's in the backfield. Bryant gets the fast handoff, and Bryant rumbles ahead, and he picks up about 13 yards on the play, maybe 14. We're going to be for 1st and goal for Bowling Green, and it's going to be down on the 3-yard line. So it's basically just like a 2-point conversion at this point where it's out on the field. Bowling Green hurries to the line of scrimmage. McGee's under center. He hands the ball off again, once again to Bryant, and Bryant's in for the touchdown. What a quick execution, and Bowling Green made them pay for the turnover. That's what you like to see. You got to get points off a turnover.
That's how you capitalize. And the Buccaneer sideline is fired up. The fans are fired up, and the Bucs are just jumping all over them.
Yeah, they're having their way with them so far in the first half. So we get to see Brock once again, the little bullseye kicker that we have at Bowling Green. Rayburn is the holder. The snap is down. A little trouble with the snout. No trouble for Brock. Boy, he never missed stride.
Never missed stride.
So with 8:38 left to go in the second quarter, Bowling Green's leading 21-0.
So we do have a name for number 18. That's going to be Jamarcus Ray. He is listed
as number 2. So let's make that change. Who's number 2?
Well, no, they have Marquise Ray listed as number 2 and a Jamarcus Ray.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So, close names there. So that's what we're going to go with from the report that we have. Jamarcus Ray, number 18, is listed as a 5'8", 150-pound junior.
Oh, they dropped the kick. So 18 is Jamarcus Ray. Do we have a number for number one? A name for number one?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't. Our trusty cameraman was able to find that for us. So great find there. Thank you, sir.
It's good to have someone like Luke King in the production booth, production end of it.
Ole Miss fan or not, he's a great guy.
I wish you wouldn't have brought that up. I
just have to give him a little trouble
I hate I even
time.
associated King with that. With that Ole Miss. All right, so Will McCray will bring his team to the line of scrimmage. He lines up in the shotgun just as he has all night. We have a flag on the play. I think they took too much time, and they ought to get him for unsportsmanlike. He threw the ball down. They ought to get him for, but they don't.
They don't. They let that one go. They're just going to call the delay.
First and 15.
Next ball back to the Jaguar 23. First and 15.
Craig drops back to throw the ball. He's got a man open, and the man catches the ball. And that is number 18, isn't it? That's 18, Jamarcus Ray.
Stop the Buccaneers.
Not to be confused with Marquise Ray.
The Jaguar 32. We have second and 6.
So we have a second down and 6 yards to go. So he picked up 9 yards on the play. McCray drops back to throw. He's looking to throw the screen. He gets it off. And he...
No flag there. I think they're going to get him for a face mask.
I thought it was a face mask too.
That was number 7, Caden Lowry on the catch there. He is a wide receiver and also strong safety, listed as a sophomore for the Jaguars. And they are going to step that one off as a face mask. And it was there.
It was. He did. He was guilty of the face mask. I just hate to see it negate what was going to be a fourth down play.
That's going to bring them across midfield into Buccaneer territory.
The ball's resting on the 48-yard line of the Buccaneers. McCray is in at quarterback. He's checking his wristband to see just exactly what the coach has called. We kind of have a little different set. Number 10 is in the backfield this time. That's Colton Stringer.
You have to call a timeout.
Yeah, there's some confusion on the play. So with timeout, we have 7:37 left to go in the second quarter. Bowling Green is ahead of the Wayne Academy Jaguars 21-0.
Both teams will talk about it after the Jaguars call timeout.
So far, Bowling Green they couldn't have asked for the half to go any better than what it's gone. They've been successful with the running game. They've been successful with the special teams. The defense has held strong, and so I don't really see an area of weakness except for penalties. We've had 2 big penalties that have hurt us. Wayne Academy hadn't been able to capitalize on them thus far, but they certainly have hurt Bowling Green as far as field position and getting the ball, getting the turnover, getting the kick, or turning the ball over.
Yes, sir. So far, we really like what we see out of every aspect of the game by this Buccaneer team tonight.
McCray comes to the line of scrimmage. Stringer's in the backfield with him. He awaits the snap. He has it. He drops back to throw. He's going long. And this time they're going to call him for pass interference. I'm not sure why they do that. I thought them were uncatchable pass that played into the decision whether you were going to flag them or not.
I guess because it was close in the area, it did look like of course, it was thrown out of bounds.
It was out of bounds.
It was a pretty ball, but it was out of bounds. But yeah, that to me, I'm not so sure about it. Kind of one of those things. While I'm here and they're there, though, you know.
5 yards.
It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
First and 10 Jaguars, 38.
Well,
Yeah, first and 10 from the 38, so they did flag him for 10 yards. This time they got to go to the Wildcat once again with Ray. Ray doesn't go very far. I hope there's not a flag on that play. Who made that tackle?
that's actually going to be our boy number 50. That is Leroy Bruce, who had the big interception last week, and I will bring that up every time I say his name on this broadcast.
You watched the film of that?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So great job by him to get in there and make the quick tackle on Ray, who shot in there up the middle pretty quick in that Wildcat formation.
Yeah, I thought he had more room than he did, but he was slammed to the ground. Up! What a catch.
What a catch.
That's all you can say. Champagne made a play on the ball. He thought he had the time right for the interception. He did look like kind of break up the pass, but he was able to catch it. Number 7, that's, again, Caden Lowry. So a little screen pass is successful for a first down.
Yep, Champagne was there. He was in the right
He
spot.
was
He
there.
made the jump. He jumped the route. It was a good job, good effort, but great concentration out of Lowry there to haul that one in after he bobbled it.
McCray back again to pass. He throws the ball deep. He's got a receiver open and over.
Well, Gerald did get there a little early. He did get there a little early, so I think it is the right call. I hate to say it, but I think it was the right call on that one. Great coverage. He just went up a little early.
It looked like he was open, and then all of a sudden it closed so fast. They read the pass route. I'm just not sure, and it's hard for me to say that it's not a penalty, but
Yeah, it was really good coverage out of Gerald and Burford over there with some safety help. They were in the right spot. The ball was underthrown a little, it looked like, and Gerald just caused him to get to the receiver a little early.
Will McCray back in the shotgun once again. He hands the ball off this time to Marquise Ray. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is Ray. Marquise Ray is the carrier, and he picks up about 6, huh?
Gain of about 6.
They're at that position on the field that it's hard for me to see.
Got to kind of scoot over
Yeah,
and
gotta get
lean over.
You
Yeah.
got to get in a different position. McCray in the shotgun, Ray in the backfield.
That's actually going to be number 10.
That's 10 Stringer in the backfield. McCray's pass that time was intended for Jalen Jones, but it was incomplete. A little bit behind him that time.
Yeah, that's Stringer, the running back, the kicker, the punter, and the tackle.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him at tackle just yet.
No. At least I haven't noticed it if he's been at tackle. Maybe on the defensive side. He's big enough to play tackle.
He is. Some range and versatility. So let's see what the Jaguars are going to come out with here on a big third down play.
McCray in the shotgun. He's got the snap. He's going to keep the ball and try to run it himself. He turns the corner, and he has the first down and the touchdown. So
Interesting enough, that was actually Caden Lowry coming in at quarterback and taking that snap. So that's the third one we've seen taking snaps from this offense.
yeah, Lowry hasn't took a snap as well. So that's what they're doing. They're running that Wildcat.
Trying to get some of their athletes in space there, and it was
Right.
successful for them right there. Lowry is actually the one who mishandled the ball here and was able to reel in the catch
Right.
earlier. So the Jaguars do strike.
And he's also the holder. So is Stringer the kicker? Stringer is the kicker.
Stringer is the kicker.
And he's good with his kick. So Wayne Academy is able to put some points on the board that touchdown you just have to say was aided by penalties. There were 3 big penalties on that play, which resulted in probably, I don't know, we had a 5-yard penalty as well. I think we had about 35 yards on that drive in penalties.
Yep, so the Jags are able to strike, get on the board, making it 21-7, but the Bucs have plenty of time with 5 minutes and 47 seconds to continue running their offense efficiently and try to get another score on the board before we end the half.
And they need another score on the board because Wayne Academy gets the ball in the second half, right?
Right.
So if they were not,
Official timeout.
still 7-0.
I haven't been getting any score. It was 7-0 midway through the second.
When you get them, when you text them to me, so to say
We'll have a timeout on the field as we wait to kickoff for Wayne Academy after that they scored the touchdown. Well, I think we're finally ready to put the ball in play. Wayne Academy comes out. They bring their team, set up for the kickoff. Back deep to receive this time is Gaines and Rayburn for Bowling Green. So let's see what they're able to do. Boy, it'd be nice to put some points on the board, run some time off the clock before the half. Number 10, Stringer, is doing the kicking. He's back to make the kick.
Stringer kicking for the Jaguars. Rayburn back deep.
And it's a wonderful kick. It's a good kick. In fact, it's going to go through the end zone. You don't see that much in high school.
he put some extra leg into that one for sure. It's a good kick. 10-0, Pine 6 before half.
We're getting an update on the Pine Franklinton game. 14-0, Pine over Franklinton with 6:38 left to go. So that'd be a big upset over at Pine tonight.
Well, I can tell you that's been a big talked about matchup all week long within this community. Two good football teams over there going at it. So we'll be interested to keep you all updated as we get updates from that one as well. So as Rev said, it is 14-0 Pine over Franklinton so far with 6 minutes 30.
Let's see what we can do here. McGee's under center. He tosses the ball to Rayburn. Rayburn comes around the side. They try to close out, but they are able to close the gap, but he's still able to pick up some yardage on the play. In fact, he's able to pick up 4 yards on the play, which brings up 2nd down and 6 yards to go for the Buccaneers. So they start out with a little toss to Rayburn as he tries to go around the end.
Yeah, I love seeing Rayburn get an opportunity and space like that. Anytime he touches the ball, he is a threat to score due to his speed.
McGee under center. Bryant's the long back. This time he hands the ball to Gaines as Gaines comes around. He's not able to find much room this time as he's brought down by really a host of Wayne Academy Jaguars.
So big 3rd down play coming up here for the Bowling Green Bucks.
3rd and 4, Buccaneers 26.
3rd down and 4 yards to go. The ball's resting on the 26-yard line of Bowling Green.
And with 5 minutes left to go, still here in the 2nd quarter, this is a big time.
Yeah, this is a big play. Big 3rd down play. 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. Oh, they jumped off sides. They get back in time. Where's the flag?
I don't think he quite crossed the neutral zone. And whistles are blowing here as it looks like it's going to be a timeout called. And that will be the case.
Defensive tackle was able to get back.
He was. It looked like he crossed. It was close. It was close. So we have 4 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the first half. The Bucks are going to talk about it in the timeout. We will see what they come out with in a tremendous 3rd down opportunity in their own territory.
It's very crucial that they make this 3rd down because if they have to punt the ball or turn the ball over at this juncture of the game, that not only gives Wayne Academy the opportunity to put 7 points on the board, but as we said, they come back after half and they get the ball first. So it could be a different ball game if Bowling Green does not convert. It certainly is a big 3rd down. So let's see what the Bowling Green coaches have come up with during the timeout. They're in the same formation. Gaines and Rayburn in the slot. Bryant in the backfield. He hands the ball to Gaines. He's running that same. He's going to be close.
It's going to be close. I think he got there.
Yeah.
I think he got there. A nice little run
He
to
did.
the right side.
They called it first
They're
down.
gonna move the chains.
Boy, what a big third down play.
Big third down execution there. You know, nothing flashy. Just let's get it to our guy. Let's run behind our line of scrimmage, or behind our offensive lineman that's been controlling the line of scrimmage all night. And let's pick this thing up. And that's what happened.
So the ball's resting on the 31-yard line of Bowling Green as they're able to convert that big third down. This time they hand it. Well, he just keeps going. He's hard to bring down. He's finally brought down by number 19, which is Tyler Wooten. That's the second time we've been able to call Wooten's name tonight on the defense, but it's not before Bryant picks up 8 yards. And that's where he comes into play in situations just like this, where you're trying to control the clock, and you can depend on that big bruising back to pick up some yards on first down. McGee's under center. Bryant again in the backfield. Same 2 men in the slot. This time Rayburn gets in, and Rayburn's got some room. He's got some room. I don't know if, he's pushed out of bounds by number 10, Stringer, but it's not before he picked up a first down and a lot more. In fact, he's all the way down to the 30-yard line of the Wayne Academy Jaguars. So that's a big play. What did he pick up? 30 on the play?
Yes, and big credit to our left side offensive line right there. Guarding the tackles just
They've been trying to pop that all night,
outstanding.
and I think that's the first time that Rayburn was really able to break loose and have some grass under his feet.
Yeah, they were able to open a great hole there for him to find, and he got to it quick. And once he gets in the secondary, he's going to make you pay with that speed. So we're going to be at the 30-yard line.
Ball's resting on the 30-yard line as McGee brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Once again, we have the same set. This time they hand it to Bryant. Bryant finds a big hole, and Bryant's still running. He's still running, and he's finally brought out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Another first down for Bowling Green.
That offensive line, I can't say enough about them. People are probably going to get sick of me talking about how great they're playing tonight.
Well, that's where the game is won, is right there.
Battles in the trenches. And
Battles in the trenches.
That's where we are excelling so far. Excellent job from them.
And you can just see it on Wayne Academy as we draw near the end of the first half. You just see it in their body language. Yeah, it's something. They're tired.
Getting tired.
They've been on the field a long time. I don't know what the stats are, but Bowling Green has certainly controlled the clock as far as time of possession.
Yeah, I would be real interested to see the time of possession.
McGee this time hands the ball off to Bryant as he goes up through the middle. Not a lot of running room there. She's brought down by a big number, 59. 59 is...
59 is going to be, well, we don't have 59 listed. We don't have 59 listed, but I can also say Taylor Stewart, 64, was in on that, along with number 19, Wooten.
Okay.
So good job there from their defensive line to make a stop. And there's 2 minutes and 35 seconds and counting left to go.
He hands his team up to the line of scrimmage. Rayburn and Gaines and the slot. The ball's given to Gaines, and he's brought down by Stringer this time and brought down hard.
It's going to be McCray on the stop.
Well, Ken had him first. I think that Ken made her.
Stringer was in there. Stringer had the initial hit.
He had the initial hit.
The ball's going to be at the 8-yard line.
Brings up third down. And Bowling Green has the opportunity to get a first down at the 2-yard line. But once again, we have a big third down facing us. Gaines to the slot in the left. Rayburn to the slot in the right. Bryant in the backfield and McGee under center. Bryant gets the handoff and right away, well, it's a fake. And that's what McGee is so good at. He has the first down. He doesn't have the touchdown. But that that is one of the things that he is so good at doing is faking that handoff and then bringing it back and running the ball.
Well, I can tell you, Matt McGee, when you talk to him, when you talk football with him, he is very, very, very adamant about carrying out your fakes and how much that means to an offense like this. And hey, you see the results of it right there. I know he has been telling Maddox that since he was able to carry a football.
Maddox heard that I called one of the boys pretty last week, and he wanted me to be sure and tell
it's his
that Brody Estave is not the only pretty guy on the team, but he's also. So we're going to refer to him as Pretty Boy McGee.
So we got a timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field.
Yeah. We talked about it, but 36 seconds left here.
They let the clock run down. They intend to. I'm going to be very surprised if we don't see a big dose of Bryant right here from the 1 yard line. And I'm going to tell you from that 3rd down and 5 that they had back here on the other side where we had Gaines pick up the 1st down. Then right after that, that's when Rayburn runs 30 yards for another 1st down. Then we have a big play by Bryant that brings it down to, that was the 3rd 1st down, right?
It was.
And then McGee picks up another one. And so we've had 4 1st downs on this drive. And as far as I know, Bowling Green has not thrown the football tonight. And I looked for it to be different. Have they thrown a pass?
They have not. And just perfect execution out of the offensive line in the running game.
And
all these backs.
Only formation we've seen is the wing T. So, so much for spicing up the offense.
But hey, it's looking awfully spicy from what we're
It's seasoned well enough. I just thought we would see a little different
maybe a little more flash.
Variations.
Yeah,
I thought we would.
I love what we're seeing.
Ryan does get the touchdown.
Yep. Kobe on the carry, and Ryan for the touchdown. The Bucs answer back to the Jaguars score.
And they do it with they control the clock.
Yep, the time of possession. I really wish we knew what the stats were on that.
There's no question that Bowling Green is far ahead in that category, but I'm not sure what the stats are. Once again, we get to see our bullseye Brock come out. Rayburn will be the holder. And Alex is good once again with the kick. So with 30 seconds left to go in the first half, we have Bowling Green ahead 28-7. 28-7 as they prepare to kick the ball to Wayne Academy. And Wayne Academy will have an opportunity, and who knows, with that big quarterback and the wide receivers that they have, Bowling Green better be careful at this juncture of the ball game.
They can strike at any time, but I can say that I do know for sure that the Buccaneers' time of possession on that drive was well over 5 minutes because I remember us taking the ball over 5 minutes and 47 seconds left, I believe it was.
Yeah. Brock will kick off. I think we finally got 11 players on the field. Brock approaches the ball. Kind of a high kick. The ball is received by number 4, who tosses it to
He pitched it back there.
Marcus.
No, that's number 12, Jalen Jones.
Jalen Jones.
A tall wide receiver senior for the Jaguars. Tossed it back to him. And
so you can see that right away the Wayne Academy is not going to be content just to take the knee and go into half and regroup. They're going to try to put some points on the board before the second second quarter is ended.
I look for them to certainly shoot down the field with a heavy arrow attack here with what they have left with 22 seconds.
Craig comes to the line of scrimmage after receiving the call from the sideline. He's back in the shotgun as he's been all night. He's got trips out to the left, but he throws to the right, and Gerald has the coverage, but he was out of bounds.
He made a great catch. He went up and made a good catch. That was number 7, Caden Lowry, but he was just out of bounds. Great coverage by Gerald there as well.
We've seen what Larry can do once he gets the ball. But he was out of bounds, and Gerald did. He had perfect coverage on him. There was nowhere for him to catch it but out of bounds.
Yep, no room. He was blanketing him for sure.
McCray drops back, and this time
Look at it looks like Tucker Pittman getting
Tucker
there.
Pittman came through with a vengeance and gets a sack. Boy, that's a big play.
Tucker, how about Tucker? That's another kid. I love that kid, man. Great kid. Known him since he was 4 or 5 years old.
He's excited about it. Looks
Very
like
excited.
Yeah.
Makes a huge play there.
Bowling Green goes to the locker room at the end of the first half with the score 28-7. We're going to take a break for halftime, and we'll join you immediately when the second half starts.
And we are on Buck Vision, and you can tune in to us on the radio at WFCG 107.3. And we are back for some second half action here at W.E. Buck Helen Stadium. Buccaneers lead 28-7 over the Wayne Academy Jaguars.
Now Brock placing the ball. We're ready for the second half kickoff. And so we'll see. Bowling Green certainly executed the game plan to perfection in the first half. Except for the penalties, I didn't see a flaw in any aspect of the game.
Well executed first half out of the Buccaneers.
Brock gets a good kick. It's going to be received by number 2. Number 2 is Marquise Ray. And Marquise Ray is brought down by a host of Buccaneers. His forward progress, however, brought him to the 40-yard line. That's where they'll place the ball. It'll be 1st and 10 for Wayne Academy from their own 40-yard line.
So with Wayne getting the ball here in the start of the second half, you know, their backs are against the wall now 28-7 to the Bucks. They're going to come out throwing it, or what are we expecting to see here?
That's what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see him throw it. Will McCree, the senior quarterback, has just been a little bit off, but I'm going to tell you that they're a force to be reckoned with if he gets hot. He heads the ball off. He keeps the ball this time. There's a penalty on the play. I guess that was a false start or some kind of motion.
It was ball dead before it started, and it will be a false start call.
Had to put the ball on the 35-yard line and bring up a first down and 15 yards to go. It looked like he was planning on keeping that one all the way, Cody.
And he's going to take it and run with it.
McCray gets a snap. He throws the ball out, that little screen pass that they've tried several times tonight. He was overthrown that time, but Champagne was in good position.
That's actually Lowry in there at quarterback again now. That was him that threw the ball. They have very similar builds, you know. So
Yeah, they do look a lot alike, but you're right, that's Caden Lowry.
yeah, he's going to stay in there too. Could be who they go with for their play-to-play here in the second half.
Maybe he's a sophomore. I didn't see the McCray. I didn't notice him being hurt at all. Yeah, that's going to be another false start.
Looks like they're having some trouble with some cadences there.
Yeah. Did you notice McCray being in?
I did not. Trying to get a look for him here on the sideline. He's standing well with his uni on the sideline. Perhaps this is just a shake-up here out of the Jaguar offense to see if Lowry can bring some spark.
The second down and 20 hadn't been much of a spark so far. They're having problems getting the ball in play.
Which, like you said, McCray has not played bad. He's just missed on some throws.
Yeah. Lowry keeps the ball this time. That brings up a third down. It looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 15 yards to go.
And they heard us talking. McCray's going to come back onto the field in place of Lowry. Lowry's going to go to the sideline. So, throwing possession here. Looks like they're going to have McCray with the.
It looks to me like they would at this stage of the ball game. McCray is a seasoned quarterback.
Lowry
he hasn't had
more of a running threat.
He hasn't had a good game tonight, but he's capable of having a great game. But Champagne was there.
Wow. Look, it was a well-thrown pass there intended for number 5, Frazier.
Champagne just timed that perfectly.
He did. Well,
broke it up. They're going to have to kick it. That's not the way they wanted to start the second half at all, but that's the way it did.
Nice job in coverage there out of Champagne.
And once again, those 2 offside penalties just killed them. Stringer to punt. Back deep to receive is Rayburn. He signals fair catch, and he does fair catch it. The ball's going to be on the 33-yard line. That's where Bowling Green will start their first drive of the second half on their own 33-yard line. So let's see if they can keep the pedal to the floor and get another score. 28-7 with 10:45 remaining in the third quarter.
And just a quick update here. The Pine-Franklinton game was tied at 14 at halftime. So Just wanted to throw that out there as the Buccaneers get ready to start their first offensive drive of the second half.
McGee under center. It's the same people in formation that we've seen the entire first half, and this time he hands the ball to Rayburn, who's hunting that corner again. He doesn't get it. They closed in on this time, and it looked like that he was down before the ball came loose.
He took quite a hard hit there, and he's able to get back up. Number 64 for the Jaguars, showing some good sportsmanship and helping Rayburn back to his feet. That was Taylor Stewart on the tackle. For the Jaguars, listed at 6'2", 300 pounds as a senior. So second down now.
Cody, if you look across that defensive line, I mean, they should be able to handle the offensive line of Bowling Green. You've got seniors all across the line.
With a lot of size.
With a lot of size, too. And Bowling Green is just, they're beating them to the punch. They're quicker off the ball.
Technique, they're very sound.
This time Pilot was in for Rayburn after he was shook up. Look at Bubby
Bryant breaking the tackle.
Boy, that's something. Bubby Bryant goes ahead for the first down. Where was that ball at? That ball was on the 33. Is that where it was at? So Bubby picks up 17 yards, and then you add another 5 to that. That's a 22-yard run for Bubby right off the bat in the second quarter. So it looks like, once again, the line of scrimmage is having no problem in handling the defensive line of Wayne Academy.
No problem. And then somebody in the secondary come up and hit Bubby, and at about the 6-yard point.
I don't think he'll do that this play.
Bubby just ran right through it and picked up a lot of extra yardage.
McGee's letting some time run off the clock. Rayburn in motion. He fakes a toss from Rayburn. He gives the ball to Gaines. Gaines finds some room. Gaines gone. I don't think anybody will catch him. He's going to go. He's all the way. And so Gaines takes it in. What is that, 45-yard run? We're adding up some yardage. I'm curious to know what the rushing yardage is for the game.
What a great job out of him. Great vision, breaking tackles. He broke about 2 tackles there. Once he got in the secondary, he was gone. He just left everybody.
You mentioned something earlier. We've seen Gaines have agility. We've watched him as he's had strength. But tonight, he showed us something else, speed.
I didn't know he had that kind of gear. I'll be honest. I've loved what I've seen out of him. We know he plays with a high motor. He plays hard. He runs hard. He gives it everything he's got. But, man, when he's hit that secondary, he's really turned the Jets on in this game 2 times.
Brock is 5 for 5.
5 for 5 on the extra points. No surprise there, man.
8 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bowling Green adds another score to the board, and they're ahead 35-7. 35-7. You have to know that Wayne Academy had talked about it at halftime, and this is certainly not the way they wanted nor intended to start the second half. Those penalties on that first drive just killed them. And then you had 2 big gains from your 2 backs, which were just killers. And Gaines was able to scamper in for that touchdown.
The Buccaneers are just executing at every level. They're having fun out there.
Yeah, you can
They're
tell.
feeding off of each
They're
other.
excited.
The body language is great. The atmosphere is great here. Just clicking on all cylinders so far.
Brock is able to get a high kick again. This one is covered by Marquise Ray. Marquise has some room, and he's brought down. Well, if it wasn't for Russell Wilson being able to catch him, he had some more green in front of him. Russell came from behind and caught him, made a great play.
Looked like Colby Robertson in there on that tackle as well, number 4. The junior linebacker. We've seen him play some running back some this year as well.
So Wayne Academy will start this time at Bowling Green's 42, so they have decent field position. Let's see if they're able to execute with it. They got number 1 in the backfield with them this time. We still don't have a number for number 1, name for number 1. That ball's incomplete. It bounced. So I don't know. Coach, Will McCree's just having problems tonight. He's just having problems in being able to get his passes.
Yeah, Jones was there. He was open. You know, that was intended for number 12, Jalen Jones. McCree just missed the mark.
He certainly looks like a quarterback, doesn't he? 6 foot, 173 pounds. He's.
And we know what he's capable of.
We've watched him. Bowling Green is just winning it. They're just winning it at the line of scrimmage. That time, number 53 and 52. That's Brumfield. And who is 53? I'm not sure.
53 is going to be Mason Lumpkin here making the play. The junior.
You know, we called his name last week.
We did.
A couple times. Mason Lumpkin. What class is Mason?
He is a junior. A junior listed as a linebacker and also can play some on the defensive line.
So we have an injury timeout. I'm not sure who the player is that's down for Wayne Academy.
Brumfield got in there quick and made a great initial hit. I'm not sure who was down here.
Brumfield is having some problems. Young Parker's having problems with plantar fasciitis, and I understand that he went today, maybe to, I'm not sure where he went, what place that he went, but they fitted him for a pad to go in and to give him support in the sole of his foot. And I noticed he's wearing a knee brace as well on the right side. I'm not sure which foot's bothering him. But you can't tell.
You can't tell by the way he plays. I was just fixing to say, you cannot tell.
I watched him walk out as a team captain and kind of watched to see what his gait was like, and you couldn't tell that he was affected at all. If you never suffered from that, it's very painful.
He is toughing through it and playing extremely hard for sure, as he does
So
every
McCree
week.
is able to get this pass across, and it is complete to Jalen Jones, and Jalen Jones has enough for the first down. And that looked like the McCree that I've been waiting to see.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there. Good movement out of Jalen Jones. Finds the sideline, gets out of bounds, and converts the first down. So the Jaguars moving the ball a little bit.
They're having some success in moving it. This is their second series in the third quarter. The first one was not very successful. We have 8 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bowling Green is ahead 35-7. McCree out of the shotgun. He fires that one fast, and it's just too much. He
intended
misses.
over there for Lowry. He was locked on an island with Preston Gerald. It's a one-on-one matchup. Lowry tried to get the inside on the slant, and good covers there, and just a mistimed ball out of McCree.
I wondered how Preston Gerald would accept McGee coming in as a quarterback and him being, used as the defensive back. But I tell you, I think it was a great move, and I think did you see that play?
Great coverage out of Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson made a heck of a play on that ball.
Heck of a play on that one. Really good coverage there out of him. But going back to what you said with Gerald's the kind of kid, he's gonna do what he has to do for his team to win and play where he needs to play for his team to win. I was around him a lot last year during football and a lot during basketball. And man, I just love the kid. He's a great player, gives it what he's got.
I think he's been part of the success of McGee.
Certainly.
Being willing to accept it and the change made and supporting McGee, I think that's been part of it. McCree's under trouble again. And
That's going to be Pittman again.
Pittman
with another one.
I don't think McCree's going to bounce up from this one.
Tucker Pittman with another big play.
Tucker Pittman's playing with a vengeance tonight, didn't he?
Man, look, he had the sack to end the first half, and here he is again in the third quarter with a lot of time left, coming right back in and getting it again. Nice job out of him. And Tucker caught him a touchdown last week, too. Man.
He did.
He has certainly been emerging here these past 2 weeks, and you love to see it.
I have Tucker in my first period class. I'm not sure we're going to be able to contain him Monday morning.
I'll tell you, he's gonna talk about it.
He's going to talk about it.
He needs to.
So Stringer in to punt the ball. Back deep to receive is Rayburn.
Oh, look at this. They are lining to kick
They're
a
going to try to
field
kick
goal
a field goal. Surely not.
from midfield. And they're doing it. Look. Let me tell you
Well, they
something.
had the distance.
Let me tell you something. This kid just kicked it from nearly the 50-yard line.
He did.
And he missed it. It was to the left.
But it
But
was
he
long
kicked it
enough.
out of the back of the end zone.
It was
It was
long
certainly long enough, so they weren't crazy for attempting that like we thought.
No. They knew something we didn't know.
I heard some voices from the other room next to us here in the announcer booth in there. Some of them were saying, "What are they doing? What are they doing?" And I'm sitting here thinking the same thing. And look, he had the leg to do it.
The danger of that, if the ball had not gone out of the end zone, Rayburn could have returned it, and that would have been that's just a dangerous thing, dangerous play to make, I think.
That surprised everybody in the stadium, I believe. That had to be what about a
It would have been a 60-yarder.
60-yarder, because he was nearly right at midfield. I think it was at the 48-yard line where the ball was placed.
It's been 58 yards.
Wow.
There's 10 yards in high school added to it.
Unbelievable. So the Bucks will take over.
McGee in under center. He hands the ball off to Bryant, who comes out of the backfield, and Bryant pounds ahead for about 6 yards.
So let me ask this. Here's where I'm a bit confused here. Is the high school rule that you take over, well, it would be considered a touchback, wouldn't it?
That's right.
Because he kicked it out of the back of the end zone.
7 Rams second and 3.
Second down and 4 to go. Bubby picks up 6 on the play. And Bubby's just been Bubby. It's just been Bryant all night, and he's
Bubby's
done what we've come to know.
That certainly looked impressive all night long, running the ball. Gonna have Gerald split out here to the far side.
McGee takes a snap and he hands the ball to Bryant. Bryant's brought down by a host of host of Jaguars, I should say, led by number 64 that time. 64 is Taylor Stewart. He's the big senior, 6'2" and 300 pounds. First down, Bowling Green. 5 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Bowling Green ahead 35-7. They just picked up another first down. They come to the line of scrimmage again. Gerald's out wide to the left.
Gonna have Lowry matched up on him, just like Lowry was
it's the
matched
same.
up with him on the offensive side.
Right.
So
I believe that's Pilot. No, that's Rayburn. They hand the ball off to Bryant out of the backfield, though, and Bryant's running.
running hard.
You see those legs running. He picks up about 11 yards, and he's got another first down.
He is toting the mail tonight, as they say.
He's pounding him. 5 minutes, 7 seconds. I'm sorry, Cody. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. You can see even more, like you said earlier, in the body language of the Wayne Jaguars, that it's just, man, they're starting to just get
Yeah, they've got their hands on their hip. They're sucking for breath, and you just, as a defensive player, this is just demoralizing when you do nothing to stop it. And it's not that they're not giving it the effort; they just don't have it. They can't stop it. McGee's letting some time run off the clock. He comes to the line of scrimmage, and he's having the ball snapped at about 5 or 6 seconds. He hands the ball to Gaines this time. Gaines has got another first down.
Gaines cut it back in and just found the crease there and was able to run into the secondary before he's finally brought down right after another first down. And man, that's another one that's running hard tonight.
And you just watch them. You just watch the defense, and I was especially watching number 64, Taylor Stewart. He was slow to get up following that. He's a big guy. It's a hot night, and they sub out and send in. Is that 59? We don't have a name for 59.
That is number 59 that's back in for the Jags.
Once again, McGee comes to the line of scrimmage with 10 seconds left on the play clock. He waits till the clock is about at 6. There's that fake.
And then that's what we're talking about early in the game. The outside opened up because everybody crashed in on Bubby Bryant.
Everybody crashed in on him. You had 3 guys on Bubby Bryant, and Ravens running the ball over on the sweep. 1st and 10, Bowling Green. 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. Bowling Green's leading 35-7, and they're marching down the field with this drive. This is their second drive for the third quarter, and both times, Cody, they've been able to just run at will.
Run at will, control time of possession.
You watch him.
Line of scrimmage up front.
When he comes to the line of scrimmage, he'll pause and he'll wait, and he'll let the clock get down until about 6 seconds before the snap. They're waiting, just waiting. He stands the line of scrimmage. Now at 6 seconds, 5 seconds, they snap the ball. This time they do hand it off to Bryant. Bryant's got some room, and he's going to be close to another first down.
And I think that is going to be enough to move them again.
Yes, first down.
So, wow, the Buccaneers just a dominant showing tonight in the running game. And we still haven't thrown the pass. And I don't believe we're going to at this point.
Haven't thrown the pass.
There's no need.
Something else to consider, Cody, is if we score here, but then we've got a running clock for the remainder of the game.
We do. That is correct. It's a 35-point rule when the running clock comes into effect.
Once again, McGee's at the line of scrimmage with 17 seconds left to go on the play clock. He's going to stand there, though, and just watch it as it goes down. And he snaps the ball at 8 this time. Not much of a gain on that play. Did he hit him?
Yeah, there's a little scuffle there.
They ought to throw him out. Rayburn was laying on he was already tackled, and when he got up, he punched him.
Oh, it was a punch?
It was a punch.
It was a punch?
Yeah.
I thought maybe a late hit, and who delivered that? Was it?
I'm not sure what number it was.
The frustration.
I think we're fixing to see who it was. That's a big penalty. They had contained that, and then he throws a punch at the end of the play, and it brings up a 1st and goal for Bowling Green now on the 5-yard line.
Well, the frustration is evidently boiling over for the Jaguars here, as they just have not been able to handle this Buccaneer offense.
McGee under center. He takes the snap. He pitches the ball this time to Rayburn. Rayburn's down to the 1-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yep, so they're going to move the ball a little bit more and look to punch it in here. So next week, the Bowling Green Bucks will travel to Columbia to play.
You going to make that trip?
I believe I will.
Bowling Green's in the huddle. They're just taking all kind of time in the world, letting the clock run down. We're at a minute 7 left to go in the first quarter. And so McGee is going to have the ball snapped to him at about 7 seconds left to go. He hands the ball to Rayburn, and Rayburn's in for the touchdown.
Let's just keep on pouring on the coals, as they say.
So if Brock's able to convert this, which we feel like he will be, we'll have a running clock.
We'll have a running clock if that's the case. And he has been running all night. Let's see if it continues here.
Well, there's been a lot that's gone on with the football team this week, and you would wonder, how it was going to affect them. I wondered how they would come out and play, and you couldn't have asked for them to come out and play any better than they have. Well, Brock's kick is good once again. Alex has been 6 for 6 tonight.
6 for 6. 6 for 6 on the extra point. The Bucks are up 42-7 with the running clock in effect now. The third quarter is winding down with 40 seconds and counting. It's just look wow. I mean, what else can we say about the Bucks that we haven't said tonight? I mean, they had just looked fantastic on Both sides of the ball, the special teams, just everything. We're clicking all over the place.
Something you may not have known, this Todd Breland, the coach over at Wayne Academy, he won a championship at Laurel back in 2014.
2014.
Just a little trivia information there, supplied by our production crew.
Third quarter trivia. Maybe we should start adding in a trivia thing, maybe a third quarter trivia every week.
I think we should.
Yeah, not a bad idea. We need to remember that. We'll talk to the producers about that.
Right. Might even let him, them, pick the trivia question. Do you notice Luke got a haircut?
It's fresh. It looks good. I got one myself.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't going to comment on it.
So fourth quarter it is.
Yeah, they got 12 minutes on the clock. They need that 12 minutes won't last long.
As Coach Gonzalez is out on the field firing up the special teams unit, telling them to keep at it.
Brock will kick the ball off. Back deep to receive for Todd Breland's Wayne Academy Jaguars. Our number 4, Cade McCaw. And number 18, Marquise Gray.
He's got a little space to run it right before he's brought down by.
Like Pilot.
Well, yeah, it's actually number 24. I was actually thinking the same thing. It did look like Pilot because the 2 flashed up from the side there, but that's going to be number 24 for us. Which we don't have that number listed on our roster here, so we'll have to number change ourselves.
You know, we talk about the production crew, but it looks to me like that the production crew could do a better job of getting us rosters that had accurate numbers for the players.
We need to talk to them about that too.
We do need to talk to them about it. Just, you call a number, you like to be able to call a name.
Nonetheless, good job on the stop from him.
McCree's going to keep this. He's going to be brought down by Champagne.
Champagne getting in there and making a solid tackle. Good job out of him.
McCree was able to pick up 6 yards on the play.
And that's a good form tackle too. He got low, he kept his head up, wrapped up, made sure McCree didn't pick up any extra yardage.
Champagne has had a good year. He's had a good season. The play clock's down to 0. I guess it's not running now. Colton Stringer carries the ball. He's made the line of scrimmage and brought down, but not before he picks up about 5 or 6 yards on the play.
It's going to be number 66, Landon Boyd, a sophomore Buccaneer, stepping in there and making the tackle.
Bowling and coaching staff taking advantage of the score to use some of the guys that don't get as much playing time. That ball's incomplete.
Well, these young guys are the future, and it's good to get them some good reps in right now against a good Wayne Academy team.
The clock is running with 9:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. The score remains 42-7 Bowling Green. McCray in the shotgun, Stringer in the backfield with him. He hands the ball to Stringer. Stringer's got some running room right up the middle, and he picks up about 9 yards.
He's going to be tackled by number 6. That's going to be Rhett Schilling stepping in there and making a good tackle. Good job out of him. And look, when you see tonight's score in the, in the newspaper or the Facebook or whatever it is, you're going to think, oh, well, Wayne's not that good. I think this is a testament to how great Bowling Green played tonight, because this Wayne Academy team is very good with an undefeated record coming into here tonight.
And two of those teams that they defeated are district teams. Is that right? ACS?
Yes.
One of them? Who's the other one they defeated?
I'd have to go back and look and see who the other one
But
was.
they have 2 district games under their belt already. This is their 3rd game in district play.
Jaguars at the 41.
This will be their first defeat. This, of course, is Bowling Green's first district game.
As I want to take a minute to give a shout out to Councilman Carl, our friend Councilman Carl, your son, who is down on the coaching sidelines now.
Oh.
We're actually up here in the box coaching. He's joined the coaching staff, so it's good to have him there.
There's a penalty on the play.
Holding up by the field. Second down.
It's going to be stepped off against Bowling Green. I'm not sure what the flag was for. I haven't seen the signal. It's a 10-yarder, though.
Penalty against the Buccaneers, face mask. It'll be 1st and 10 Jaguars.
I think they must have called a face mask.
Buccaneer 32.
It is. That's what it was, a face mask call.
McCray takes a snap. He hands the ball off to Stringer. Stringer is still running. Well, he's fighting for every yard. One thing about it, you can't say he quit. He's very close to a first down.
Looks like he picked up about 8 there, so he
Wilson on the stop for the Buccaneers.
certainly ran the ball hard.
7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this ball game. Wayne Academy waits for the call from the coaches.
So you got 3 right wide receivers to the far side. Oh, that's going to be mishandled. That was a good throw by McCray.
Pass incomplete.
That was wrong to McCall, rather. McCall misses the ball. It was right in his hand.
McCray's had some bad throws tonight, but he's also had some beauties that he's thrown that have just been mishandled by his receivers. Moving 10 Stringer ran in there hard and delivered a big hit to Rhett Schilling, who went in there to make the tackle. But hey, he did make the tackle.
He made the tackle.
He got low.
Not before
had
he made a first down,
Yeah.
but he did. It was a good form tackle.
Yep, he had to take a little punishment there, Rhett. But Rhett, that's how you get in and get low and make the tackle and do what needs to be done. So good job.
Well, they fumbled the snap, but he's able to recover it, McCray that is, and McCray's going to keep the ball, and he's going to run out of bounds just short of the first down.
That was Colby Robertson. He had to try to make the tackle, and Stringer got around him and picked up some extra yardage.
So some of these younger guys are getting some very valuable playing time this entire fourth quarter, and you can see the result that Wayne Academy has been able to move the ball against them. As far as I can see, Wayne Academy's not made any substitutions to their starting lineup.
No, not at all. Their entire starting offense is still out there.
Graham in, and he gets a handoff from McCray, and he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown Jaguars. Graham on the carry.
It's going to be Cale Grail. They have a Lance Graham and Cale Grail. One is a senior, one is a sophomore. I'm sure there's relation there.
And that was a sophomore.
That was the sophomore that
Cale
scored.
Grail.
So, yeah, that's actually the first carry he's had tonight. So,
Just as we said, they didn't make a substitution. They sent him in.
Yeah, and he was able to score for the Jaguars. So they get some more points on the board as the clock is continuing to run at 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Stringer boots the ball through.
I still can't believe they tried that 58-yarder with him earlier.
Where you see his leg? I think that ball's still going.
It's been fun watching the 2 kickers tonight, for sure.
42-14. 4 minutes left to go in this matchup. It's been all Bowling Green. The score is not really indicative of what the game has been because it's been all Bowling Green. That was a late score that came in on some of the guys, younger guys that have been substituted. That's the first time that really we've seen a letdown in the defense. The other score, if you recall, was aided so much by penalty that they were able to pick up 30, 35 yards on penalty on their other score.
That's correct.
And some of those penalties were questionable penalties. To me, one of them, especially the pass interference, you like the other call, and you may have been right. Look at that leg. That's the second one he's booted through the. And how valuable is that to a high school football team?
Like we said,
have we seen that all year?
Yeah.
That's the first.
Like we said earlier, it's a weapon. It is a weapon. But it has been all Buccaneers all night.
So let's see who we're going to have on the field for the offense this time. Bunch of substitutes coming in.
Looks like there's some confusion here. What do we have going on here? The ball.
That's that ball just now coming down from that extra point kick that they had a while ago.
Wow. Yeah, the ball was just in the back of the end zone, just kind of sitting there.
I think it just fell.
It was up there.
It was a moonshot.
It was a moonshot.
Who's that? Schilling in at quarterback? Brett Schilling?
No, that's gonna be number 11.
Dion.
That is Carson Dion.
We're down to 2 minutes left to play in the ball game. We'll have time for a couple more plays before the game is over, but our score is going to wind up being 42-14.
Just gonna let the clock run here and let these young Buccaneers get some reps. As Didon gets the call from Coach Hutch and takes it back to the huddle. Play clock at 15 now.
1:36 left to go in the ball game. Didon's a sophomore.
The Jaguars were able to
Kobe Robertson
Stop
was the
that
running
play.
back, yeah.
right at the line of scrimmage and push him back. Yep, that was Colby Robertson on the carry. No gain.
Third down and 10 yards to go for the young offense they have on the field now.
So the Pine Raiders just took the lead over the Demons 21-14. Not sure the time on that one. I wanted to throw that update in.
They're playing that game at Pine?
It is in Pine.
They went to the last second to snap the ball. Deion has an odd way of turning away from the line of scrimmage after he heads the ball off. It's kind of a little different move he has. That's your ball game.
Well, that's going to be it. Yep, they're going to let the rest of the clock run out as there's no more time left to run another play. So, Buccaneers.
Coach Phil Junkins goes 1-0. What is this, Phil's third or fourth tenure?
This will be
Third.
This should be, I think it's fourth. Hey man, I love seeing him on the sidelines. I know he's happy. I know he's so happy to be back down
he
there.
enjoys being out
I
there.
talked to him earlier today, and he was very excited and looking forward to tonight. And that's a great way to start it off, right there.
It is. He goes out and shakes
Made a
hands with
statement.
Todd Breland, the coach of the Jaguars.
Big statement made from the Buccaneers tonight with a very big win. So,
You know, and this team, this Wayne Academy team, they're not a bad football team.
absolutely not. I mean, their record speaks for itself. You know, their size and speed. The Buccaneers just showed up tonight.
There's just a lot of things in
was
play,
ready
and
to
I think
play.
they came and played with emotion like we haven't seen all year, really. And,
Just been getting better every week and executing well. You know, you look early at the season with those first three games and the really tough schedule that was played there, and you know that's the kind of thing where hey, you know you're faced with some adversity at first. You get knocked down really hard. What are you going to do after you get knocked down? Greatness comes from
That's right.
how you respond after you're knocked down, and the Buccaneers are responding very, very well to that.
So we'll travel to Columbia next week, and that will be our second district game. We'll see how we do against Columbia, and looking forward to it. Columbia is always fun to play. And they're always fun to beat.
It's always a good one. So
Yeah.
we will wrap up there for the night. I am the wise one, Cody Wise, along with the Rev, Brother Brent King, and we are on Buck Vision Live, and also we are on the radio station at WFCG 107.3. We will see you next week. Signing off.
All right. Good night.